Tony, thank you very much for your time. How are you doing?
All good. It's great to be around watching these kids having a bit of fun.
Yeah. It's the end of the of the D license.
Yes, that's correct.
Before we get into the activities of today, if you can just take us through what does the course entail, how long does it take, and what do coaches live with after the course?
Yeah. So the course is an introductory course. It's the first entry-level course in the SAFA education structure. It's an 8-day course, 60 hours. We cover things such as our main focus is around preparing a training session. You know, there's a famous saying that goes, practice makes perfect, but in fact, practice makes permanent. So we need to make sure that our coaches are well equipped, because they are dealing with kids, and what they teach them, sets them up for the future. So we try and set them up in a way that they do the right things. So the course is around that. So we do the big part of it is getting the coaches to understand how to set up a training session, what methods to use, what principles to apply. So we cover that. We do factors of performance, which are what are the factors that contribute to a player's success. We do the moments of football. They get to understand the different moments in the game and how to deal with those situations. Also, obviously, we cover tactics. And a big part of the course is what's happening today. They set up a festival. Everything that you see here today has been done by the coaches. We empower them to do this on their own, and it's been a great success.
Coach, we often hear that when coaches go to do a course, PD, KFC, and so forth, that people never fail. Is it true that people never fail in courses?
Yeah. So on the D license, it is in essence really an introductory course. There's no testing that happens. This is the test. If they do this successfully, if they attend all the sessions, they apply themselves within the course, they will all get a certificate. That does not mean that they are equipped to move on to a C license. We as the instructors will decide based on how well the coaches worked. Some coaches we will be happy to let them move straight onto a C license. Other coaches we will advise that to do a year of coaching before they move on. Other coaches we might even advise that they do not move on to a C license, because they might not be equipped to pursue to continue. From the C license upward, obviously there's tests, there's practicals, there's theory. So from C, B, and A, they definitely they do pass and fail. Yeah.
Okay. And often the terminology, and I think it's important that we get it correct. Some say KFD, others just say D license. Is there a KFD, or the KEF prefix only begins with B?
Yeah, so the D license is really a SAFA course, so it's not a KEF D, it's really a SAFA D, but your C, B, and A are KEF accredited courses. Yeah.
So that D just gives you the foundation to be able to continue into the next course.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And today's activities, I say it's very busy, but very importantly, it's very organized.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what is the objective of this festival?
Yeah, it's really, as the term means, festival. It's an opportunity to bring the youngsters from the community, bring them in here, allow them to have a little bit of fun within the environment of football. But also there are 4 key elements within the festival. We have what we call small-sided games, which are football games. We have fun games, which could be totally away from football. We have some life skills that the coaches are teaching the players. And then there are technical skills, which are football related as well. So it's football, but also outside of football.
And I see some of the coaches here, they've already been coaching for years.
Yes.
But obviously for many reasons they were unable to do the D license.
Absolutely.
Does that help in the sessions that you have coaches who've been in the field coaching for many years, or it becomes a problem with their challenging questions and so forth?
Not really, because a lot of times we have to unlearn what they've done in the past. So there are some that are doing the right things, but others that we definitely need to unlearn and then relearn, because they've never been guided. They've started coaching by default. They were maybe playing in the past and wanting to give something back to football. They've got into coaching, but a lot of them have not structured their sessions properly, have not had the background and the understanding that is required. We have ex-pros here that have played the game at the highest level. Even them have indicated how much they have learned from this course. So yes, sometimes it helps, sometimes it might not help that much. Yeah.
There's also been a debate about, as a coach, do you start immediately when you decide I want to be a coach, you start with the course, or perhaps spend a few years, on the ground in football environment, coaching, then with that knowledge and experience you come and do the course? What would you advise someone who wants to be a coach?
Yes, ideally you want to get the training first. It's anything in life. You don't go practice as a doctor before you go study to be a doctor. Maybe a doctor is the wrong term, but let's look at a teacher, because coaches are in essence teachers. So you wouldn't go teach before you get educated to be a teacher. So ideally you would want the coaches to do the courses first, but unfortunately the courses aren't always available, and sometimes these coaches are, I wouldn't say forced, but by default land up coaching before they do the course. And it's not necessarily bad. We do need coaches in our communities, but if they're doing the wrong things, the boys learn the wrong things. So it's really, really important. Any coach out there that has been doing this for a while, some of them believe that maybe they don't need a course. My advice is do the course, do your D, see how that takes, how you feel after the D, and if the bug bites and you want to continue with the program. And there are a lot of players, a lot of top coaches today in our environment. I'll use an example, Rulani Mokoena. He started exactly where these coaches have started, and you look at where he is now. He's been an unbelievable coach for our country. He's grown now the recognition of what we are doing as a nation. So you never know where this can take you. It's your first step, but you need to take the first step before you can progress.
We know in the past that we were outside the CAF convention. Our coaches had to go outside the country to get your B, your A, and so forth. How important is that we are back in the convention and we are able to give this course throughout the country?
No, absolutely. I think that has been a little bit of a problem for us, is that we're not getting enough courses. Coaches are hungry for knowledge. Coaches are hungry to get on courses. And our young players. If you look around here, you look at these young boys, young girls running around. They need it. They deserve it. I feel we need to give something back to the communities that we're involved in. And one way to do it is to educate ourselves, that when we get on the field, we are doing more good than harm. That's very important. So to any coach out there that's passionate about this game and hasn't done the course, I think it's very important that they do.
Tony, thank you for your time. Really appreciate it.
No, thank you for having me. Thank you.